We always have to fork out money at the beginning of each month to maintain access to the things we desire, whether it be for a streaming service, software, or content. The question now is, what is causing this change? And can you do anything to counteract it? In this video, we will discuss, why is everything a subscription now? The video will be amazing, so stick to the end. Before starting the video, smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Companies that offer subscription services see an increase in revenue as a result. We are juggling dozens of subscriptions for smartphone apps, computer software, news websites, TV streaming services, appliance features, audiobooks, podcasts, delivery services, car functions, gadgets, and more. According to a survey by West Monroe in 2021, the typical amount that United States citizens spend each month on subscription services is around $273. When you add rent to that list of things, which is what most people mean when they talk about subscription housing, it feels like we might never own anything again. The fact that subscription models are a reliable source of revenue for businesses is the primary factor that contributed to their mid-to-work rise in popularity over the previous 10 years. Rather than relying on one-time transactions as their primary source of revenue, businesses may count on a consistent stream of money from subscribers. Additionally, subscription plans generate more revenue for the simple reason they do. According to Intuit, the one-time payment approach generates a revenue stream that is 214% less profitable than the subscription model. Intuit also cites that subscriptions allow businesses to keep existing consumers without investing additional money to gain new ones. And after you've enrolled, corporations can collect essential data about your purchasing and usage patterns. That's fantastic news for businesses, but where does that leave the rest of us? There are situations in which purchasing a subscription would be beneficial. Suppose you routinely buy a consumable product, such as energy or a magazine with continuously fresh material you appreciate. In that case, a subscription makes sense to pay for it regularly rather than making individual purchases. However, several products and features formerly available for sale only once, or previously included with a purchase made only once, have begun to be hidden behind paid subscription models, even though these models provide the customer with no additional value. For instance, BMW just recently announced that it would start offering a monthly subscription service in South Korea for $18. This service would allow customers to unlock a function that would heat the seats in BMW vehicles. Because it appears to be an unethical attempt to steal people's money, this has received a lot of attention in the media. When you buy a car, the components for heated seats will already be installed, but you will be required to pay an additional fee regularly to use them. This fee will remain in effect indefinitely. Typically, if you pay for the heated seat option just once, it will be permanently installed in the vehicle after that point on. Late in 2021, Toyota disclosed that they would implement a strategy analogous to this with their key fobs. There are occasions in which subscriptions are provided with considerable restrictions attached. If you cancel your subscription to HP Instant Ink and receive ink cartridges for your printer, the cartridges may become inoperable due to digital rights management. This is because if you cancel your subscription, you will no longer be entitled to receive the cartridges DRM. It is counterintuitive and profoundly wrong when you have a physical ink cartridge installed in your printer, but cannot use it because the manufacturer has artificially imposed a constraint. The manufacturer should not be allowed to do this. It's staring you in the face right there. These things become possible as a direct result of the proliferation of the internet, which makes it possible to distribute updates and provide telemetry input to the company on how you use the items over time. In addition, this would only be feasible with the digital rights management system that was previously discussed. This system stops customers from altering the software operating on the products they buy. Would there come a certain time at which the membership offer becomes unaffordable? Could there ever come a day when there are simply too many things accessible as service subscriptions, resulting in oversaturation and customer reaction? Because the average American spends hundreds of dollars per month on subscriptions, and the amount is increasing over time. The responses to those questions could be more precise, but as more businesses look to increase their bottom line with earnings from subscriptions, we might find out the answers sooner rather than later. Even before that time comes, it is essential to acknowledge that in certain circumstances, subscription models can be exploitative. This is especially true when they automatically renew after a set period. According to the study we discussed earlier, many individuals either need to be made aware of how much they spend on subscriptions or simply forget about them. As a result, individuals provide a steady stream of unethical financial support to businesses in exchange for services they most likely aren't even utilizing. As a direct consequence of this, more than 20 states in the United States have enacted legislation to regulate automatically renewing subscriptions. The difficulty only comes when the subscription model is applied to products to wring out every last cent possible from the client, rather than when it is appropriate. When you really stop to think about it, there isn't a good reason for Adobe to require you to pay a set fee to truly own a piece of software, but rather to pay a monthly fee to access it. There is no rational explanation for this other than that Adobe is aware that its products have become the de facto industry standard for designers, editors, and other creative professionals, meaning they can get away with being slightly selfish. This subscription offers no genuine additional services and only one little perk. It is the epitome of everything that should be avoided regarding service delivery. Also, subscriptions fool our natural sense of finance by converting high one-time upfront costs, such as purchasing Adobe Photoshop for $699, into a lower apparent price, $20.99 a month, which adds up to a much more significant amount over time, $2,518.80 over 10 years. Remember the 217% profit boost we mentioned earlier. This shifts higher one-time upfront costs, such as buying Adobe Photoshop for $699, into a lower apparent price. In exchange for your payment, you may receive a continuously created and updated product, which saves you from having to purchase new versions of the software over the length of your subscription. However, not all subscriptions are as helpful as Adobe Photoshop. If you have too many subscriptions, it is a good idea to use a spreadsheet to track every payment you make towards your subscriptions. Take the time to do this if you have a problem with having too many subscriptions. Your bank account transaction record or credit card bill is an excellent location to begin looking for subscriptions because both documents will reveal how much money is being drafted and from which service it is coming. As soon as you understand what you're spending, you can start making judgments about what to cut back on to save money. Compiling all that information is time-consuming and laborious. Perhaps this is one of the reasons why businesses are so fond of subscriptions. The fact that they have them gives them an advantage over their opponents. But if you pass the topic the attention it warrants, you can fight back. In addition, if you are concerned about living in a world where fewer things are owned and controlled by consumers, consider supporting the Right to Repair movement. This movement is working towards enabling consumers to make repairs and modifications to the products they have purchased. Wishing you the best of success, and please be careful out there. This was all for today. I hope you liked the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay safe, and we'll be right back soon with another video. For more information, subscribe and watch other videos from our channel.